crossover market is big business and SEAT wants a part of it, so here's the new Ateca, an SUV based on the Leon hatchback destined to make a great impression in the UK. It's actually the first of 4 models to be launched in 201,617, including a smaller crossover and 2 other top-secret projects. The Spanish manufacturer is getting serious about making a car for every driver, and as far as the Ateca is concerned, it should have the Nissan Qashqai, Kia Sportage and even its VW Tiggan stablemate suitably concerned. 4 trims including one designed by customers you can pick from SEAT and Xcellence specifications, plus a limited run of first edition cars. The latter uses information crowdsourced from 13,000 people during a competition called Designed by You and comes packed with exciting gadgets including traffic jam assist, which drives the car for you on congested city streets. Standard cars come with 16-inch alloys, aircon, LED daytime running lights, a 5-inch touchscreen, split folding rear seats, plus a leather steering wheel and gear knob. There's a whole raft of safety and assistance systems that can be added as well, making your driving experience as stress-free as possible. 5 engines, 2 petrol and 3 diesel. First things first, there are no sporty FR or Cupra models available from launch, so power ranges from 115 horsepower to 190 horsepower. Petrol-wise, there's a fuel-sipping 1.0-liter unit with 3 cylinders and a 1.4-liter that can shut down half its cylinders when they're not needed to maximize economy. 4-wheel drive and a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic gearbox are only available on the 2.0-liter diesel engine, which comes with 150 horsepower or 190 horsepower. There's also a less powerful 1.6-liter diesel that should prove popular with company car drivers thanks to its low CO2 output. Does the Ateca drive like a SEAT? Alongside those sharp creases in the bodywork, an equally sharp drive has become something of a SEAT hallmark. We're happy to report that the Ateca carries on this tradition with a firm but supple ride and steering that reacts quickly to wheel movements. In short, it's great fun. Can those good looks and sporty characteristics drag customers away from default SUVs like the Nissan Qashqai? See Ateca review to find out. There's a choice of 5 familiar VW Group engines from launch, including the punchy yet frugal 1.4-liter cylinder on-demand petrol and the 2.0-liter diesel on 2 different tunes. Petrol engines kicking things off is a 3-cylinder 1.0-liter petrol engine with 115 horsepower and 200 Nm of torque. It doesn't promise significantly cheaper running costs than the next size up, the 1.4-liter, despite taking 11 seconds to accelerate from 0-62 miles per hour. We've driven the 1.4-liter TSI with 150 horsepower in a number of VW Group cars and it consistently impresses, especially in the Ateca. When you're cruising or coasting, it can shut down 2 of its 4 cylinders to help improve economy and as such is almost as green as the entry-level unit. Plus, unlike that engine, you will crack the benchmark sprint in 8.5 seconds, a figure beaten only by the most powerful 2.0-liter diesel unit. Diesel engines likely to be the biggest selling lineup. The diesel engines take the form of a 1.6-liter unit and a 2.0-liter with 2 states of tune. The 1.6-liter TDI is the company car driver's choice, with 115 horsepower and low running costs. We've not driven this engine in the Ateca yet but would expect it to perform broadly on a par with the entry petrol, which shares the same power output. The diesel has more torque, but is also heavier. You can have your 2.0-liter diesel with either 150 horsepower or 190 horsepower. The former predicted to make up the majority of private sales. Here 340 Nm of torque means good mid-range performance tempered with fuel economy on a par with the less powerful 1.6-liter unit, providing you stick with two-wheel drive and a manual box. The more powerful version comes with a 7-speed DSG auto and 4-wheel drive only, in Xcellence trim, so will be at the most expensive Ateca to buy and own. Still, 400 Nm of torque and a 7.5-second 0.62 miles per hour time make it feel very sprightly indeed, with sharp and timely shifts from the automatic gearbox and a purposeful, bassy engine note. Gearbox is simple here, A 6-speed manual gearbox and all-wheel drive for everything barring the 2.0-liter diesel engines. These can be spec'd with 4-wheel drive and the DSG box. The 2.0-liter TDI 150 is the most flexible choice as you can have any combination of gearbox and drivetrain setup, whereas the 2.0-liter TDI 190 is 7-speed dual-clutch auto and 4-wheel drive only. Both gearboxes perform well, although we think the auto suits the Tca's nature better, and 4-wheel drive is handy but in no way essential for a car that will likely spend most of its time on tarmac. The SEAT Tca is built on the same mechanical platform as the Leon hatchback and shares a lot of its handling characteristics. The ride is firm but surprisingly comfortable, helped by the super squashy seats, and this means the body doesn't roll around in corners like other SUVs. Grip is good, and the steering, although quite light, reacts quickly to small movements, making easy work of maneuvers in town. Top-spec cars get the seat drive profile, which allows the driver to tailor the steering, throttle response and gearshifts in automatic cars with normal, comfort, sport, eco and individual modes. All-wheel drive cars add off-road and snow modes to that list. There are no adaptive dampers, so whichever mode you're in, the ride remains the same. The weight of the steering alters though, with sport mode feeling purposefully weighty. If you've been in a SEAT Leon or a facelifted Ibiza, then the inside of the Tca will look very familiar. You get the same horizontal dial and screen layout with the latter tilted towards the driver. The dashboard is squidgy and the door cards feature a tough-looking fabric, which looks like it'll stand the test of family life well. There are a few scratchier plastics, but they're below eye level and not in areas where you frequently have much contact. You sit higher up than in a normal hatchback, and this gives you a commanding view of the road, but it's also quite easy to tailor the driving position that suits you best. The centrally mounted sat-nav fitted has 3-dimensional landmarks and looks bold and colorful, plus it repeats its directions on a small screen nestled between the gauges on the instruments in front of you. As we've set out in the handling section, the SEAT Tca offers a great balance of comfort and sportiness, with cosseting seats and a firm but compliant ride. Wind and engine noise are muted, especially in the petrol versions, despite the extra bodywork and considerably taller sides than the smaller Leon. There's space in the back for 3 adults, although you won't want to sit in the middle seat for too long if you're tall. Otherwise there's plenty of head and legroom, even behind a tall driver. As well as a limited run of 200 first edition cars, you can pick from a standard lineup of 3 trim levels called S, SE and Xcellence. There's no news of a sporty FR trim or Cupra edition from launch. Standard SEAT Tca SUV equipment base spec S cars come with Mediterranean blue paint, 16-inch alloys, aircon, LED daytime running lights, 5-inch touchscreen media system with USB connectivity, split folding rear seats, plus a leather steering wheel and gear knob. SE is expected to be the most popular trim for business use and adds dual-zone climate control, electrically adjustable and heated door mirrors, cruise control, rear parking sensors, 17-inch alloys, LED taillights and black roof rails. You also get the full-link media system plus displayed on an 8-inch screen, featuring Mirror Link, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, 8 speakers, voice control and Bluetooth connection. Top-spec Xcellence is expected to be the best seller and adds LED headlights 40% brighter than those found on the Leon, the connectivity hub, wireless phone charger and in-car signal booster using the car's antenna, 8-color LED ambient lighting, LED capote lights, seat drive profile explained further in the handling section, keyless entry and start, sat-nav, DAB radio, leather upholstery, rear view camera, 18-inch alloys, tinted windows, and chrome roof rails, window surrounds and tailpipes. You also get the convenience pack, which adds auto lights and wipers, auto dimming rear view mirror, plus headlights which briefly switch on to illuminate your way when you lock and unlock the car. The winter pack, including heated front seats and headlight washers, is also added. There will be a run of 200 first edition cars in the UK and these get 18-inch alloys, sat-nav, keyless entry and start, electric tailgate with virtual pedal, wave a foot under the rear bumper to open or close the boot, rear view camera, tinted windows plus black roof rails and window surrounds. Optional Ateca SUV accessories. Plenty of individual options to customize your Ateca here, starting with 11 paint colors, 8 of which are metallic, a 360-degree overhead view camera, double boot floor, self-park function, heated windscreen, electric panoramic sunroof and electrically adjustable driver's seat, to name but a few. There are also a number of packs to choose from, including the Xcellence pack, 360-degree overhead view camera, park assist, and electric tailgate with the foot-operated virtual pedal function plus driving assistance bundles. We've set out the assistance systems these contain in the safety section. Finally, there's the seat sound package, which is usually a bit of a no-brainer if you like listening to music on the move. This comes with 10 speakers, a boot subwoofer, and space-saver spare wheel instead of a tire repair kit as a bonus. Fleet-only upgrades. Company car drivers can choose from a couple of options that can't be added to cars bought by private motorists, namely the addition of SATNAV and driver's lumbar support to base spec S models. Seat Taps. If your car comes with Mirror Link, you can take advantage of the Seat Connect app, developed with Samsung, which will read out emails while you're driving and can be controlled with hand gestures close to the car's media screen. There's a Seat Drive app too, which also connects via Mirror Link and features weather updates, a car locator, My Seat Dealer and after-sales services, and an economy tracker. Plus it'll read out text, email and social media updates. The Ateca hasn't been tested by Euro NCAP yet, so it's hard to put a number on the new car's safety performance, but in terms of technology and assistance systems, it appears to be quite strong. You get 7 airbags, traction control, an electronic differential lock called XDS, hill hold control and a tire pressure monitor. All cars also come with front assist with city emergency braking and pedestrian protection, tiredness recognition and a multi-collision brake system as standard. All use cameras and sensors to detect an impending collision and take evasive action. Various driver assistance packs enable you to add things like traffic jam assist, which controls the steering, brakes and throttle at low speeds, a lane keeping assistant, rear cross traffic alert, blind spot monitor, traffic sign recognition and adaptive cruise control. Finally, there is the emergency assistant, which keeps an eye on the driver and can send visual and audible alerts or pump the brakes in an emergency, before autonomously slowing the car and activating the hazard lights. Two-wheel drive cars are more capacious with a 510-liter boot expanding to 1,604 liters with the rear seats down. You can flop the backrests down with handles located in the boot for convenience too. Pick a 4-wheel drive car and you lose 30 liters of space in the boot but gain the ability to tackle more challenging terrain. The ride height remains the same and there's no additional underbody protection, but you do get a hill descent control system to help get down steep slopes safely. Inside there are deep door pockets and cubby holes dotted around the cabin to help stow things while on the move. Top spec cars also get a wireless phone charger, which sits under the media system, a handy place to store and charge your smartphone.